Today, I have a sponsored video for you. This video is sponsored by ScienceSerum.com. They bring you TightEye and TightNeck. And today, we're going to answer all your burning questions. Hello there. Today, I'm going to be answering your questions about two of my favorite products, the TightEye and the TightNeck. You've heard me talk about them probably more than you want to hear, but you're going to hear about it some more. Lots of people have questions about these products, and before I did another sponsored video where I was just, tell you about how great they are, I thought, well, let's just answer your questions. So I asked for your questions last week, and you posted them all, and I've got my big list of answers from the folks at ScienceSerum.com, and that is the only authorized place to buy TightEye and TightNeck. If you see TightEye sold on Amazon, it is a counterfeit product. It is not coming from the manufacturer. Do not buy TightEye and TightNeck on Amazon. They are counterfeit products. So when you read reviews on Amazon, you are reading reviews about counterfeit products. I may be too late to submit a question, but I ordered the other day and should be getting it this weekend, and I wonder if I can use the TightEye on my 11s area as well. You can absolutely use your TightNeck on your 11s. I said TightNeck, not TightEye, and here is the reason. I'm going to read exactly what they wrote. It may help a little, but since TightEye is for the thinner eye skin, we do recommend TightNeck for the smile, forehead lines, and the 11s. The eye serum is more for the sensitive eye area and not as strong as the neck serum. So that is why there are two different formulations. TightEye is milder and designed for the very thin skin around your eyes, whereas the TightNeck is designed for the thicker, sturdier skin that you have on your neck, along your neck jawline, your 11s, and your forehead lines, as well as around the mouth. Be sure to swipe the serum on, wait 5 to 10 minutes, then rinse completely with cool water. You're going to hear me say that a lot. I'm going to say it until you're tired of it, because that seems to be the biggest confusion. There are products that I've seen in the stores that you put on and you leave on, and then they stop working when you wash them off. This works differently. You put it on, you let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you rinse it with cool water. Now, we're all accustomed to looking at this viscosity of the TightEye and the TightNeck, and it seems sort of gelatinous, very much the way sugar and water would, or a jam or a jelly. And so we think that we need hot water to rinse it, because if you had honey stuck to something, you would use hot water to get rid of it. But this is not sugar water. It is not honey. It does not behave like gelatin. You're going to rinse it with cold water. It gets thicker when it's exposed to heat. It gets thinner when it's cold. So if you want to make it a thinner consistency, store your TightEye or TightNeck in the refrigerator, and it will become thinner and much more liquidy. If you store it in some place that's warm, it's going to get very thick. So just the opposite of what it would be with honey or with jam or with other things that we're used to seeing in that consistency. It's very different, just the opposite. Heat makes it thicker, cool makes it thinner. So when you rinse your TightEye and TightNeck from your skin, rinse it with cool water. I know I probably belabored that point a little bit, but I'm going to keep doing it because people keep getting confused. I would love to use the products, but I'm in a situation where I have to be super careful with money. Do they offer coupons or smaller sizes to make it more affordable for us poor folk that still want to look pretty? Absolutely they do. They offer coupon codes almost weekly. They offer coupon codes all over the place. I usually have my own coupon code that I will indicate down below, which is Monique 15. But honestly, you can do better. Science Serum usually has 25% off. Just do a little internet search. Sometimes all you can do is find 10% off. Then you're going to want to use the Monique 15. But do an internet search. You can usually find a coupon code for 20 to 25% off somewhere. So it's worth spending a few minutes on the internet doing your research. I know that they were trying a trial size for a while, but it seems that they don't have that anymore. It now says we offer only our regular size bottle. The TightEye lasts about 30 days and the Neck Serum about 25 days, depending on how much and where you use it, of course. You know, obviously if you're using it once or twice a month, it's going to last a lot longer than for those of us who are using it every day. I'm dying to try this. My question is, are the effects cumulative as well as instant? I never heard of TightEye or TightNeck before, but you have been seeing that when I don't buy a lot of these, a ton of products just sit and eventually get thrown out. I vowed only to buy the very best of products instead of 10 cheap ones. Good call. Good call. We waste way too much money. Save your money, buy the quality products. And yes, the results are cumulative as well as instant. Just like if I keep making a fold and making a fold and making a fold, eventually that fold will have a line or a crease there. Your face, a clothing item, a piece of paper, anything is going to, if you keep folding it, it's going to have that crease there. When you smooth it out every day, that crease becomes smaller. So that's really the same way that Botox works. The Botox paralyzes your muscle, and eventually that wrinkle, since you're not making that expression all the time, smooths out and goes away. This does the same thing. Now, it's not penetrating deep, it's not being injected, you're not injecting poison into your muscles to paralyze them. It's just working on the surface of the skin, but it does have the same effect. It's no longer making that wrinkle anymore, so it allows it to smooth out. I guess my hand was not the best thing to show that with, but I didn't plan for like demonstrating things. The results are cumulative as well as instant, but that does depend entirely on your using it regularly. Another question that people have all the time, not just about the TightEye, but about everything. Everybody always says with every product that I ever talk about, yes, but is it permanent? The only way to permanently stop the signs of aging is to die. No, it's not permanent. Nothing is permanent. If you have cosmetic surgery, it is not permanent. You still continue to age, but now you age from a different starting point. And that is the same thing. As you continue to use it, yes, you are definitely going to see a cumulative result. When you stop using it and you start making that expression again, that line or wrinkle will come back. And that's true whether you're using Botox and injecting it into your muscle, or whether you are using a topical product like TightEye and TightNeck. How long should I wait once it is applied to put on makeup? Also, before or after moisturizer? Wash your face. Dry your face. Apply your TightEye or TightNeck where you think you need it. Wait 5 to 10 minutes until it is dry. You will notice that the skin looks very, very wrinkled and scary. Rinse with cool water. Then apply any of your moisturizers and serums, all of your favorites, and then apply your makeup just as you normally would. Can I buy it in Australia? They currently only sell online. They do ship internationally for a flat rate of $15. Canada is a flat rate of $10. Question number 1, will it work on hooded eyes? Question number 2, is it dangerous to the eye itself? Question number 3, would they consider having a sample size to try before investing dollars? Thanks a bunch. Yes, it works on hooded eyes. They recommend keeping your eye closed for the 5 to 10 minutes it takes for the TightEye to fully dry, just to prevent any additional creasing. Then you rinse completely with cool water. The product will not be absorbed into your actual eye, but if you do happen to get any in your eye, you can go ahead and rinse it out. It's not going to harm your eyes. No, they don't have sample sizes, but you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Pick some up, try it, use it. If in 2 or 3 weeks you don't feel you're getting your money's worth out of it, return it. It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. That tells you they're sure you're going to like the product. Does it tingle or sting? Not even a little bit. There is no tingle, there is no sting, there is no burning, not at all. You might feel a little bit of tightening, you know, especially right near the end when it gets all shriveled up, but completely painless. Do you know if TightEye has any effect on under eye bags? That's a great question. TightEye was formulated for fine lines and wrinkles, but a lot of people feel like it really helps with the eye bags. So it kind of depends on you personally. It gets rid of puffiness. It causes everything to shrink a little bit. So a lot of times the bags under eyes are puffiness, so it will shrink that a little bit. Now, actual dark circles, like I get from allergies, that's not gonna help. But it's definitely gonna get rid of swelling and puffiness under the eyes. Can you use it if you're using Retin-A? Obviously not for eyes, but for the neck area. You can still use the TightEye and TightNeck even if you're using Retin-A. They do recommend using one in the morning and one at night. I find it's best to use my anti-aging things that I use my Retin-A and my retinol at night. Anything that is about appearance, I'm going to save for, you know, daytime hours, when people are looking at me, when I'm making videos, when I'm going on auditions. I want to use my TightEye and my TightNeck on the days when people are going to be seeing me. At night, I'll use my retinol or Retin-A or laser device or any number of other things. What is the active ingredient in TightEye? I'm currently trying the Rock Cream. Oh yeah, that's retinol. That's a good product. They have 4 major active ingredients: arginine, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and biopeptides. There's also a little bit of caffeine that helps perk up your complexion a little bit. Hi Monique, thanks for your fun videos. Thank you, I have fun making them. I guess my first question with any product around my eyes is whether I can wear my contacts. Great question, absolutely. I don't think we may just assume these types of products will do no harm. Never assume, great point. And I don't want them to blind a rabbit to find that out either. Neither do I. TightEye and TightNeck are cruelty-free. Always have been. They test on humans. It says the product is safe for people with contacts, but they recommend using it before you put your contacts in, just to make sure no serum accidentally gets on the contacts. If any serum does get into your eye, just like soap, rinse it with water immediately. They do not, have never, and will never test on animals. Instead, they used clinical testing in the labs and home testing volunteers. Family members. What? That's who I'd use. Hi, Monique. I purchased the TightEye, but not sure if we put serums and moisturizers on top or just on the other parts of the face other than around the eyes where the TightEye has been applied. It doesn't say on the bottle. Again, once the product has dried, you apply the product, it dries and shrivels up and gets all hard and you look gross, rinse it off with cool water, apply any of your favorite moisturizers, then apply your makeup if you choose to. You don't have to put makeup on. There's no residual left. A lot of the ones that you see that you leave on leave a film on your face, or they become inactive if you use any products that contain oil. That is not a problem with the TightEye and the TightNeck. There are no restrictions. So apply it, allow it to dry, rinse it with cool water, then apply any of your favorite moisturizers and serums. They will not counteract the effects of the TightEye and TightNeck. Love to see some application tips for TightEye and TightNeck. Absolutely. Someone said to place it on the orbital bone, not the skin under the eye. Will the serum really migrate closer to the eye? I've accidentally smeared it onto my lower lashes while trying to apply over the wrinkles. I have just below the bottom of my eye. Can it work on the wrinkles so close to the eye? Where to apply the serum for crow's feet and which direction to spread it. Where to apply and the direction to smear TightNeck onto face wrinkles like 11s, lip lines, and marionette lines. How about some troubleshooters for those, like me, that have used it several times but aren't seeing results? Also, since it leaves a bit of a film on the skin, should other serums, water-soluble, gel, oil, cream, be applied first because the skin might not be able to absorb as much through the science serum? Thank you so much. Have a great day. Okay, lots of questions there. The serum will work wherever you apply it, even if it's close to the eye. Just be careful to not get a glob into your actual eye. You know, the same thing when I apply mascara. I have found that it's generally a better idea to not stick the wand directly in my eye. But sometimes I do. I've only done this for 40 years. You know, why would I have learned anything? But you're fine. I get it in the lashes all the time. I take it all the way up to the lash line and I smear it across the entire eyelid. And I don't have a problem with it running anywhere. I think if I went out in the cold and it got colder and runnier, then that would be an issue. But because heat makes it thicker, the heat of my body is causing that gel to become thicker and thicker. Does that make sense? It's exactly the opposite of what you'd think. It's not like jam or jelly or honey. Heat makes it thicker, cold makes it thinner. So when you apply it to your eye, that heat from your body is actually going to make it get thicker. If you went outside in the snow, it would become thinner and run into your eye. So don't go outside in the snow. Actually, I don't know. I live in California. I have no snow around here, so that's just a complete guess on my part. They do recommend smearing the serum away from the eye to get the best application. Since you said you see a film, it seems you may not be rinsing it completely after it dries. You must rinse completely with cool water once it has dried, and you will be left with no film. Just your beautiful and tightened skin. One tip is to leave the serum on longer, for maybe 10 minutes, and then you can store your bottle in the fridge. Makes the consistency of the serum more liquidy since it's heat active, possibly easier to apply. I did store it in the fridge at first because I liked that thinner consistency when I smeared it across my neck, and then I realized that I just personally don't need it on my neck. I think that it seems like people are looking for a one-size-fits-all, but we are unique and individual, and what works for me, my face, the structure of my face, my problem zones are different from your problem zones. So really make sure that you assess exactly where you want to put it for you. For instance, I apply the TightNeck right around this area because I like to tighten the skin just a little right here. I feel like by tightening the skin right here, that's creating this to pull back a little bit. It's subtle. Obviously, it's going to be subtle. We're not going to get the same results that you would get from cosmetic surgery. It's a topically applied product. I mean, you want to keep your idea of what it's going to do realistic. I think that sometimes people have unrealistic expectations. So look at your anatomy. If you've got a waddle down to here, no, it's not going to get rid of the waddle completely. Cosmetic surgery wouldn't get rid of the waddle completely. It will tighten a little bit. You can expect a small, subtle tightening, but it's not going to take you from a turkey waddle to a perfectly taut neck. That's not going to happen even if you have a full-on neck surgery and spend weeks with your face wrapped up in bandages. You're still not going to get that result. I'm confused as to why one would apply a serum, let it dry rather than absorb, and then rinse off with cold water. Do the effects last several hours and then look worse when they wear off? Some products work one way, some products work another way. Just because there are 10 products on the market that work one way and there's only 2 products on the market that work another way doesn't mean that's wrong. It's different. I have some of the products that you apply and then they tighten and they give you an effect that leaves a film. And then as soon as you rinse it off, that effect is 100% gone. TightEye works in a different way. You apply it, it does have a film, a horrible film. You rinse it off, apply your moisturizer, and then it lasts all day long. I find that the results last for close to 24 hours. Serums that remain on your face often leave a film that will still be apparent with makeup applied. With the TightEye and TightNeck, since I have after using the active ingredients and removing them, it's still got the active properties, but now my skin is completely bare. It's in the same state that it always in, so that there's not a film in between my skin and my makeup. These products don't make you look worse the next day. If you use them every day, you're just going to keep looking better and better. Not a question, but a suggestion. They seriously need to put instructions on the bottle, or at least include instructions with the product. There are instructions on the back of each bottle, and they do insert an instruction card in the box. The instructions have always been on the back of each bottle, and the instruction card started in December of 2016. Yes, there are instructions. Apply a small amount, dime size, under each eye and on crow's feet. After 5 minutes, wash off gently with a wet towel. Well, I'd say that those directions could be better, but it's also written really darn small, and to get more directions on the bottle, they'd have to write it even smaller. And these products are designed for mature women who may not always have the best vision. Oh yeah, there it is. What is their return policy? Great question. It's always important to know what the return policy is. Since Science Serum is so confident about their products, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So 30 days from the date you receive it. However, this can't be empty. You can't return an empty bottle and say you weren't happy with it. So if you're not happy with the product and you return it and there's product in the bottle, you're going to get your money back. If the bottle's completely empty, they're going to know you're lying to them. So it's really, you know, let's face it, 99% of the people are honest. But there is that 1% that will use something up, and when it's all gone, say, oh, I didn't like it, I want my money back. You know, that's like when you finish your food at the restaurant and there's nothing left on the plate, and you look at the waiter and say, I hated it. Yeah, clearly you didn't hate it. So you'll give you your money back if you're not happy with it. Since we offer free US shipping when purchased, if returned, it is less than $10 shipping and handling fee, which includes a return shipping label. Just email us for one. Our customers see amazing results within the first few uses, and we are confident you will too. That didn't sound like I was reading it, did it? How expensive is TightEye? TightEye and TightNeck retail for $70 each. That's expensive, but you can almost always find coupon codes for 20 to 25% off. So it's worth taking a few minutes to search around on the internet and see what coupon codes you can find. Just type in coupon code TightEye. This week they have a special 25% off. It's right there on their website. You don't need to enter a code with my name or anything. It says on their website what the code is. That's usually the best. You can always find a coupon code somewhere for 20 or 25% off your Science Serum, TightEye, and TightNeck. Can men use TightEye and TightNeck? I think that TightEye and TightNeck are ideal for men. This is a great product for couples. Ladies, I know a lot of your husbands have said, I wouldn't mind doing a little something. This is something the both of you can use. This could be something that you do right after you brush your teeth every morning. You can both apply your TightEye and TightNeck, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes while you have a cup of coffee, and then rinse it with cool water, apply your moisturizer, and head out the door. Have you tried TightEye and TightNeck yet? What are your results? Drop your comments down below. The folks at Science Serum will definitely be monitoring this video. So if you have any questions that somehow slipped through the cracks, please drop them down below, and either I or somebody at Science Serum will get back to you. TightEye and TightNeck are only available at ScienceSerum.com. Would you like to get TightEye and TightNeck for free? Well, you can. We're going to offer one bottle of each. So I've got 2 winners. Drop your comments down below, and 2 lucky winners will win either a bottle of TightEye and TightNeck. So drop your comments down below, and I will be announcing the winner in just a few days. So this is the TightEye, and you want to smear, not pat. You don't want to pat this on, you want to smear it on. If you have especially hooded eyes, keep your eyes closed while your tight eye dries. And then once it's dry, we're going to rinse. Rinse with cold water, not warm. This is the TightNeck. So I am just about to go rinse the TightEye. The way the TightEye and TightNeck works is that you smear it on, you let it set for, they always say 5 minutes. It always takes 10 minutes on me, and maybe I just smear it on too thick, but it always takes 10 minutes for me. You smear it on, and then when it looks really awful like this and all shrivelly, and you're thinking, oh my God, this is the worst product in the world, it makes it worse, not better, go rinse it off. It's not done. If you leave it on, you're not going to be happy. Don't leave it on. Rinse it off, and rinse it off with cold water, not hot. As you can see, I don't have a lot of loose skin under my neck, so there's really no point in my using TightNeck under here to tighten skin that doesn't need to be tightened. However, I do put it right around here because I want to pull this skin back and try to lift this a little bit. I put it right around here to tighten this. I use it I use the TightEye here. I use the TightNeck on my 11s, and I use it up here. So I use it in all those other places, even though my neck isn't my problem. But I especially like using it right here to just give a little tightening, which it's very subtle, but it just smooths this out a little bit. I'm going to go rinse with cold water. After using your TightEye and allowing it to set up for 10 minutes and then rinsing it, you can then feel free to use any and all of your favorite serums and moisturizers. You don't have to stop using any of your favorites. You can use them right after you use your TightEye. Just make sure you rinse your TightEye or TightNeck off before applying your favorite serums and moisturizers. I don't have an especially saggy neck, but I do use my TightNeck in different places. I like to use it right here just to draw this skin back a little bit, which I feel pulls this back a little. Just ever so subtly. By tightening here, I get a result up here. I use it on my 11s, and I use it up on this forehead wrinkle. So if you've got some sag in your neck, it's great for the TightNeck, but that's not my particular place. But that doesn't mean I don't have plenty of other uses for it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and drop your comments down below for a chance to win your own bottle of TightEye or TightNeck.